Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? Welcome to Mostly Walking, Episode 2, where we're going to play some more King's Quest VI. My name is Sean Plott.
And my name is Bill Grainer.
And my name is Sean Bouchard.
And this is actually not metadating.
It's not.
What a relief. We've made that error before because, as you know, Sean and Bill were the co-hosts of the wonderful show Metadating, and now here we are uniting to play all the old-school adventure games of yore that may or may not have terrible design. Now, in order to begin this off properly, I just want to start by saying, hey, Bill, how are you? What are you drinking today?
I'm doing good. I'm keeping up on my California wine tour here. I've got a Syrah from 2010. It's also from Inaba. There's something of a wine club that my girlfriend is a part of. So we actually have 40 bottles of wine that we moved from the old place into this new one.
Good God.
Yeah, and no wine rack. So it's just like boxes of wine on the floor.
Pile of wine? You don't have a number of wine bottles, you have an amount of them?
Exactly. Yeah, I tried to describe it.
You have a quantity of wine.
We have 10 mackles of wine.
And what about you, Sean? Does your beverage have a history and story alongside it?
It does. I'm so excited. I got myself a bottle of Ouzo for tonight because I believe with all of my heart we're going to get to the Greek stuff. And maybe we will, but I couldn't find any Iraq. So I got some Ouzo. I'm drinking it out of my brand new JPL shot glass because I got to go to JPL this morning. It was so fucking cool.
No
Nice.
way. Like what?
No, seriously. I got to see the Mars Yard where they have the identical to Curiosity rover where they try out all of the stuff that they're going to tell Curiosity to do before they do it.
Oh my god. And do they do shots before they tell Curiosity to do things?
Yes, always.
Do not drink and operate rockets. But they do want you to drink at some point.
Yes, exactly. I think this is the appropriate time.
Well, I have a game that connects, a drink that connects to the game, unlike Bill's drink that connects to his sense of culture. But I have a Killian's Irish Red. It is an excellent beer, and I firmly expect that we're going to hear some terrible accents coming up, so I chose an Irish beer to go along with that.
Oh, very well.
Nice.
Well crafted little story of your beer reasoning.
Yeah, I think that really that is why people show up to the show, because they want to see unusual drink introductions.
Why do we do drink introductions? Have we ever addressed this?
I have fun with it now.
I don't know. I mean, because that's probably the most effort I actually put into the show. The rest I just show up for.
I know. Well, I mean, I don't want to give away too many trade secrets, but as I recall, it just sort of someone put it in the show description for Metadating, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it was the same thing with that. What's the word of the day? Well, of course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it into our audience by helping them develop the Mostly Walking drinking game. What's the word of the day? Last time it was castle. The word of the day, if it is ever mentioned by a narrator or character in the show, we all have to take a drink, which is one of the reasons why I purchased a 6-pack. So let's do castle, princess. What are some other standard fantasy words? Isle, sea.
Isle would kill us.
Yeah, that would. Map. Let's do shore. Woods and mountain.
I like map because it would put constraints on us every time we want to use the map.
Every time we need to travel. Wow, that's going to be difficult. Let's go ahead and see what the audience has to say about this. Let's hold on.
Dimpling.
Yeah, the good old dimpling sensation. So once I get that set up, which is taking an unusually long amount of time, there it is. The straw poll.
I don't know. Lamp seems to be coming in pretty hard.
Lamp. Well,
we might be leaving the lamp territory.
Whoop. Yeah, you know what? I think that Lamp will come back. We'll do that. We'll include that as one of the options for the third show. Guys, I didn't think about this too far in advance. But without any further ado, I want to come back to the beautiful noises of the shore that we left before. Now, one thing that some of you may have missed at the very end of the last episode is that there was a floating piece of something, and it just floated towards us. So I just took it. Because that's an unusual game mechanic, that you're just supposed to wait around till it floats in.
Because there was a delay, like a significant delay.
It was minutes during the outshow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
Oh, well, map is winning head and shoulders above everything. So let's look at what we have here. It looks like it just says, where? Are you serious?
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
Where are you going? What a philosophical question.
Wow.
Quo Vadis.
Well, let me just give this the okay. Let me examine the mint.
The small green mint looks very tasty.
Hey, Sean.
Excellent. Yes.
I took a mint.
I took a mint. Presenting it to him like, punish me. It's like
Punish me.
some weird Alexander BDSM thing. Let me actually. I think
Right.
just wandering right seems like a good start to
Alexander
everything.
hears someone coming.
This is gonna be a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, bad accents already.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so
is this?
excited about these guys.
Guards of the Isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies.
What?
It's a
Old
chorus.
Smell yourself. Do that which you do so well.
Okay.
Okay. I think
Use something stinky?
Yeah, so okay, so with our things, we have to not. I assume because it says if it's man, they'll kill us.
That's what he said. Yep.
Or if we have any of the senses of a man, so we gotta show them things that smell and look and do things. Oh, okay, wait. So this is invisible ink.
Yep.
We're gonna pour that on ourselves. We're
Yep.
gonna become invisible. This
But
is
not
the
yet.
mint. Yeah, mint for
Oh,
sure.
that's a mint. Mint smells like
We got
mint.
a furry hand.
We got a furry hand. So this is feel. This is taste. This is look.
We got a wind up tin bird thing.
For
for
sound.
hearing.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
So we have. That's kind of interesting that there's only one of them that can hear, but they all sort of speak in unison. That's actually pretty impressive.
That's true. Yeah.
What sense are we missing?
This one, the
Touch-
smell.
Touch, smell, taste.
I don't have a plan for
Taste
smell.
mint.
Mint. What
Straight
about
up
smell?
mint.
What smells if not mint?
Flowers.
Flowers?
There
What
was. I mean, there
smells
was that house that was full of flowers. It smells if not. Oh, there was. I tried them.
Uh-oh.
But didn't Sean? I think you tried to get a flower and we couldn't get a flower.
I touched the flowers.
Alert, my brothers, as we feared. A man has landed here.
Do we die?
A man so sailor knows. Into the waiting sea he goes.
Are we dead?
Oh,
We
Good
die.
good lord!
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was
done.
amazing.
you're done.
The gnomes toss Alexander too far out into the sea for him to get his footing. The currents drag him under.
Well, let's just go through the bony vagina of regret in hell.
Is this the only way you ever die? Is just drowning?
It's just all.
Yeah, look, it's so
Well, so,
long.
who are these creatures? There's like a centurion. There's like a.
Skeletons.
Guess those gnomes
Yeah, but-
couldn't reach a consensus.
Oh,
Ugh, ooh.
oh
Good
no.
lord.
Oh god.
That's not okay.
What a disaster. It's the same death sequence with a different pun.
That's like, gee, Sean. I hope you didn't save too close to the gnomes.
Well, I think it was when you tried to leave the screen, so I think we're okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, let me come back. Let me actually just make sure with our beautiful audience that in fact the audio sounds okay, and that like when they sang or when the death music came, that it didn't blow everyone's ears out. Okay, I think we're gonna have to map ourselves.
Yeah.
We got a pearl.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Oh Jesus! Does he say it every time?
He says it every
boy.
time, Sean.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
That's how they get you.
So we could go to one of the other islands, like the island
Yeah.
of the beast. Or
Yeah,
the,
the Island of the Beast sounds safe.
It does.
Oh,
doesn't it?
well, let's go ahead and let's shoot on over there.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Is Alexander going through puberty?
Parts of me are pulling that I've never pulled before.
All right. Well, I say we listen to the birds that are making a high-pitched noise that we feel in our sinus.
Yep.
And I mean, Sean, what's your evaluation of the situation? Where are we going to right now?
Well, okay, so I think, it's an adventure game, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a sequence of gating puzzles where essentially what we're going to do is we're going to explore to the limits of our exploration and discover sort of what the gating puzzles are, and then we're going to solve the gating. So we've got area that we haven't explored. I think that our first directive is to explore as much as possible.
I like
Yeah.
this. Well, shall we look at, touch, and talk to the surroundings?
I think so, absolutely.
This heavily
do it.
forested isle is dotted with rough granite rocks.
All right.
Rocks. All right, let's look at the root.
Tall,
Ri-
narrow trees abound on each side of the path. Nearby, fallen tree still spreads its roots to the sea.
Let's touch it. Let's touch this root.
If the tree stump is hiding anything, it's only local fauna. There's no need to disturb some creature's nest.
Okay. Hey, I have a
That's-
question, you guys. When they're
Lay it
making
on
a
us.
game like this, do you think that they write the really specific dialogue stuff about like the roots going into the river, or do they draw it first?
That's a good question.
And by knowing that, can we use that as clues to help us figure out what's actually important?
That's too meta. It's like, should we think about what the voice actor thought when he spoke? I'm like, I don't know,
He
Bill.
seems
I'm gonna click on
preoccupied.
shit. Yeah. Like, let's
The denseness of the forest makes it inadvisable to stray from the path.
inadvisable. Isn't this a game for children? Oh my god, it's so great. Oh my god.
That's
Hey, do you see what I see?
you mean the old lamp?
Oh my god, it's an old lamp.
The old lamp. There's an
Old
old
lamps. Guys, wait, hold on. Let's hear him say it.
An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees.
Hey!
Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods.
By the way, guys, that is not a hunter's lamp. I think, in my opinion.
I think
What
it's a
is
golden
a
teapot.
hunter's-
You
It
know
looks.
what?
I mean, that's like the kind of lamp that if you're Ebenezer Scrooge, you like carry it around. That's not like a hunter's lamp. Wouldn't that be more like a lantern?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, a warrior's
think-
lamp is on top. Like,
Because this is gonna produce like a little, like a candle-sized flame, right?
Yeah,
Like, what is a hunter gonna do with that?
I don't know.
But they
Maybe
have to put it in the
smoke?
woods. They put it on
That's-
the Isle of the Beast, right? So they have to
Oh,
flavor it like a.
Yeah, you're beast hunting. By the way, can I just address the fact that that is the most obstacle-looking thing I've ever seen?
It is.
well, let's check it
That
out.
is the opposite
Pond
of an
lies
invisible
across
wall.
the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
Go in it. Make sure to save
You
your
got
game
it, Bill.
and then go in it.
Alexander
Oh, no.
decides to brave the boiling pond.
Oh shit! And save.
I hope you saved.
And soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
Oh my god! Oh no! Not the oh! Oh god!
Good job. Good job. Good job.
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
That's not like a pun. Looks like Alexander's a little bit boiled alive.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
All right, there's the map.
Ah.
Cheers. Let me.
Alexander feels
Every
a
time we
strange
die on
pulling
an island.
sensation.
Let's feel that strange pulling sensation, and this was $1 million animation back in the days.
That cost $750,000.
All right, well, let's go ahead and
Save.
let's save it.
Okay.
Wait, let me.
A rabbit hops about rather fearlessly. It's probably never even
Nice
seen
job.
a human.
Show him the rabbit's foot and make him scared.
Wait, he wandered off screen. Come back here.
Whoa.
Is he gonna?
Nearby, the stump of a fallen tree still spreads its roots to the sea.
Can I talk to it?
To the
Hello.
tree?
Alexander can't see any way to hold a conversation with that.
Not with that attitude.
Alexander isn't quite lonely enough to talk to a rabbit.
What?
Yes, I am.
Alexander would look pretty silly diving for that rabbit. There's no way he could catch it with his hands.
That suggests to me that maybe we can catch it with something else.
Rabbit.
We can catch it if
Net.
we're invisible.
Alexander decides to open the empty ink bottle.
It's stuck. It's...
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
What?
The ink bottle isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible ink.
No, well, yeah.
Not very strong. but
Didn't it say
not
invisible ink on
Yeah. Maybe Alexander's distrustful of bottles. Let me.
Hey, check out that
Alexander
deer.
doesn't want to waste his invisible ink. A thing like that might come in handy.
Go grab that deer.
It is nice of them to not let you screw up with the invisible ink.
Right? This
Yeah.
isn't Zork.
A little fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea.
Hillock.
A hillock.
The fawn is too
Hillock,
busy
hillock.
eating to pay attention to Alexander.
Alexander would have to be pretty dumb to try to talk to that fawn.
Alexander resists the temptation to pet the fawn, thinking he might frighten it.
Resist
drew
the
that fawn?
temptation? Wait.
That fawn's head is not like a fawn's head. I'm sorry. It's like a lizard face.
Alright,
Okay. What about the mushrooms, Sean? There's mushrooms
Oh,
all over
let's
the
try.
place.
Alexander, not being an expert on poisonous mushrooms, decides not to take a chance on tasting the local variety.
Chance, take a chance.
What? Okay,
What's
I'm gonna
that
look at
again?
this pearl really fast.
The flawless pearl is the largest Alexander's ever seen.
Oh. Apparel.
Sounds precious. Wait, can you... Oh! Can you get your ring back?
Probably. Why's that?
I mean, I'm just like... Because the ring seems more useful than the pearl. Because it identifies you. Right?
it's
I'm
true.
saying, is the pearl valuable enough that you can trade it for your ring back?
I bet you can. That's what I'm thinking.
You'd have to pull out your map.
Here's what I'm gonna think. I think I'm gonna use my magic map and we're gonna go to the last island. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, alright, awesome.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Cheers.
Rip this
Yeah.
out.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Every time.
Every time you pull my name.
Oh my god, a
What a
feather.
great island. Jesus.
Holy cow, we got so much stuff
Wow.
here.
Do you think we're being
Flowers?
railroaded at all,
There's
game
an
designers?
ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
Let me touch it.
I want you to touch it.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor.
Oh.
He can smell nothing
Odor.
else.
Nice.
Alright,
Yep.
we got a feather.
Alexander notices an unusually large coal-black feather lying on
Does
the
he
beach.
notice it?
Does he know
Pretty
it?
high contrast.
This is clearly the last island that they made in the game.
It's just
Like
like
they started this one at like 5 o'clock.
the navigable space is like it's like this tiny little sandwich aisle.
It's the island of fuck it.
Alexander takes the feather.
Dude, that reminds me so much of King's Quest 7, where, as we said last episode, each act was progressively shittier than the last one. Where in Act 4, the evil Halloween town was called Ooga Booga. What?
It's true. It's true. No, I have no idea what I was gonna say. Oh, contrast. So this is actually like a really interesting thing with adventure games. Is the because they're digitally painted, rather than like modern games are modeled out of individual objects, and largely that's because they're 3D. But in 2D games, even 2D games today tend to be object based. Like you have individual objects that stack together, or tiles. These games were painted. Like there are all these 2D scenes that are really pretty.
Oh yeah.
But it creates this problem of knowing the things that you're supposed to be able to interact with.
Yeah.
And being able to differentiate them from the things that you're not able to interact with, that are just background. And it can go like sort of both ways. Sometimes things that are important blend in too much.
Yeah.
Do you remember the plank on the beach?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even realize that was a thing until we went back.
So a huge part of the gameplay and the game design is actually just trying to make things stand out enough. Is that
exactly? But
and
not too much. Like
Yeah.
like we came onto this island and it's like, here's some flowers, here's a feather. Like really? Seriously?
Yeah, exactly.
And then like right here, like I'm assuming this is right.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff.
Yeah.
Alexander decides to get closer.
This is the Isle of Fuck It. Who writes this stuff?
So wait. This is actually really important. This game was shipped in an era of feelies. Like it came in a box on a CD with a manual that was actually pretty awesome because it was meant to be like the guidebook to the Sacred Isles or whatever, to the Green Isles. And it's all of like information, background information on these islands, including really vital information that is used as copy protection on the game.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Where like I remember in Lands of Lore when you came back from the Draricles cave, for the 3 people here who played that, it would say like, "Oh no, someone's invaded the castle, and to get in, you have to tell me the 3rd word on page 8 of the manual." It was just like, "Fuck the 4th wall, you better own the manual." Right? And I was like, "Oh, the word is boot," and it was like, "Come quickly to the castle." Like,
So this game does the same thing, but it tries to do it a little bit more in character. And there's something in the manual that references this. I remember the Sacred Isle is like several levels going up this cliff of copy protection.
yeah, do you have the manual on you?
That's
Can you get a PDF of the manual? Can you be in charge of the manual hunting?
I can look into that. Do we want to do something else first? Do we want to?
Well, let me.
Yeah,
I need to.
Do we have all the things we need to get past those little gnomes?
Magic
I
map
think we do.
doesn't teleport objects.
Whoops. I'm sorry. Let me just take the magic. Actually, let me look at the quill really fast.
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
You know, I know that this is a puzzle game where we're supposed to match the object to the puzzle, but honestly, this is a guy who's just carrying around like random flowers and bird feathers, and he's trying to get married. So he gets on an island, he's like, "A feather, cool," and he's just hoarding, like nonsense
Alexander
hoarding.
pulls out his magic map.
Oh god.
Guys, I wanna say
Here we go.
Kronos in the chat has linked us to the manual.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you, Kronos. I will.
Yeah.
I'll pull that up.
Kronos, that's my dog.
Kronos with an H, so I think it's like Kronos.
It's Kronos.
Kronos.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
All right, well, Alexander gets yanked. I'm gonna go grab another beverage.
Kronos, did you actually give us the link? I don't see the link.
I put it in the secret.
Oh,
All
the
right, and I'm
Champagne
back.
Bar chat.
Now, I want to emphasize to everyone that I turned off my air conditioning because that is my dedication to this medium.
Oh, yeah.
Web TV shows where we drink and play adventure games.
Drink and play.
Yes. Drink and play.
It's like a Dave and Buster's without having to move.
Wait, I have a question. Is that sound? It sounds like a leather chair squeak, kind of. Is that in the game?
It's
Yeah,
coming
that's the
from the
snoring.
game.
That's the
It's coming
snoring
from
plants.
inside the
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
The
weird.
little oyster
Okay.
is sleeping peacefully now that Alexander's removed the irritating pearl.
Guys, I have a fun idea. What if we let the chat? What if we let them figure out the copy protection puzzles?
We could really.
Oh my God. That's
You guys want to do that?
genius.
Because
Would that be some third screen entertainment?
Yeah, dude, that's done. Okay, so here I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go this way. Let's get this done.
Alexander hears someone
do it.
coming.
All the senses.
Come on.
Did you save, Sean? You probably should have saved.
5 fierce guards of the Isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he. With ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies.
That one looks like he got stung by a bee.
All right.
And
create a second save.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. We need.
We like don't have all the items, so we always die.
Smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Smell me like you do.
Do that which you do so well. All right.
Those are actually the lyrics from like a Earth, Wind, and
Alexander
Fire song.
holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
What?
Come true I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
Ugh.
Oh, all right.
Listen, hark you, Grovenor. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
All right. We got bird. It's bird time.
Grovenor.
Do it.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Nice.
The Adventure Mike says the gnome is a coke fiend. He's just got a huge nose. Thinks he can identify every smell in the world. He's insane. Oh.
That dancing. You do that dance.
Oh my God. Get it done.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
That was a stretch.
Right?
Taste from throat that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Ugh.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
That is.
Grump
This is
Flump knows a
unsightly.
tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Now all them hoes up on their feet. Yeah.
Is it beast or is it man?
Ugh. Yeah,
All right,
he,
now-
works for the TSA.
You know, I really feel like they just said, "What do you have to find?" A rabbit. Okay, now I think he's just gonna come with a word for rabbit that rhymes, and it's just gonna be a random word.
Habit.
Yeah.
Stab it.
My feeling habit.
All right. Let's see. I think the word's gonna be rabbit that he's gonna try to rhyme with, or maybe
Foot?
maybe foot. All right,
Oh,
let's-
could be foot.
Alexander
Foot's
holds
easier.
the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge
Literally,
hands.
he has gloves to protect his oversensitive hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
man, they went
Do it.
cheap.
Feel better.
Yeah, that was
Vision can resolve
lame.
this matter. Look you
Disappointing.
now and end this chatter.
Oh,
Alexander
yeah.
pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Ooh!
By all that's beauteous, fair,
Ugh.
and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
oh my God! Ding, ding, ding! Look at that puzzle.
Good
You know, I
job,
just
guys.
realized
You
how
solved the puzzle.
complicated that really
Alexander
was, though,
did
those
it.
character
He's
designs.
fooled the guards.
Because they
Oh.
they each had only one sense, but it also had to be contained until that one moment.
Like toddling. Yeah.
Right. So so that's why the big guy with the nose had also a nose plug.
And
Right.
then the earplugs and the guy with the ears.
Oh, I didn't even notice
totally.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other guy had eyelids that were thick.
They just always kept down. Yep.
Yeah.
So how did they make their way home? That's my question.
I don't know. Maybe that like he just lays pheromones and they follow the nose guy because he really seems in charge.
Exactly.
All right,
It's a super colony.
we've thwarted the original dwarf boy band, and we're heading through to the right to somewhere.
Save.
You want to save now?
Save. Zelda Assassin says save.
Oh my
So-
God, the bumblebee noise!
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's not what
Ah.
these sound like.
Oh, that's horrific.
Oh God
That
Almighty!
sounds much better coming out of EGA speakers.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Ooh.
Oh, game design.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean?
The third
You
female
know,
character in the
I
game.
was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, I mean, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate.
Oh my
You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! I mean, the loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
You know, we've climbed into a 6
Ooh,
foot tall
that
vagina.
music.
Yeah, like 8 times. So
I
this
never
is.
knew Alexander felt this way about spiders. I'd like to believe that this is all going on in Alexander's head.
Oh my God! So what is this?
Yeah, what are we
Scrap
looking
of
at?
paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
If you know what I mean.
So is this where sexism in the game industry in general started from? Is this the
This right
beginnings
here.
of that? Yeah, because I know
No,
nowadays there's that big issue where like every female character is the exact same body type with the ultra thin waist and huge boobs and the really low cut shirt, even though
Yeah.
she's going into battle with guns.
Right.
Like
it's their proportions are because they started as spiders.
They started.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna
I mean, it's
try.
actually interesting. Like, I mean, visually, this depiction is. I mean, it's like a little saucy, but compared to modern games, this is not. It's not a visual depiction. It's all done with the voice acting and with that amazing soundtrack that they put
Yeah.
behind the close-up.
All right, let's talk to them.
Alexander
Bees.
is greeted with silence.
No, he's not.
Oh, that's not silence.
I think the bees are gonna take offense. Oh,
Ah,
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
that guy couldn't decide which character or actor from the 60s he was an impression of.
Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
No, there's no one here.
I'm gonna give him a book.
this is an Alice in Wonderland reference, right?
I think so.
I thought it was just a bookworm, and they were just going ah. Is that
I
it?
guess
Yeah, I
it
think
could
it's a-
be.
yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing more or less. I mean, that's what Alice in Wonderland is. It's just
Oh.
sort of a play on the pun, but it's
No
interesting.
reason to use that on a pile of books.
Oh, read
The
it.
book?
Read it aloud.
That would serve no purpose.
Why wouldn't it? Put the book on the book.
Give him a book. Is that not a thing?
Where? Give him a sentence.
Oh, let's give him a sentence.
Oh, give him a sentence.
That would serve no purpose.
Gee, thanks, computer voice.
Given how themed this is, I would assume that we have to give it as like a death sentence to
Alexander
someone.
investigates
Oh,
the
yeah.
spider's web in the corner. The spider who lives there is not amused. Alexander feels the tiny pinprick of the spider's bite.
Am I
the
dead
slow
again?
burning of her poison.
Oh yes.
Oh
Yes, yeah.
shit!
Da-da-da-da-da-na.
And this was actually sexual.
Looks like Alexander's a little bit of a prick.
Next. Why do you think they call her a widow?
Really? Really?
This, they.
Really?
It's- Oh my god! I really hope that every one of these death puns is in a fortune cookie somewhere. It's just because
I kind of want a Tumblr of just King's Quest VI death puns.
yeah, right.
So who is that skeleton that we see there featured?
I don't know who just has very stumpy arms.
Is that the narrator? I want to believe that's the narrator.
Okay, well we're about to die, so I'm gonna reload, and then we're gonna take our first break. But
Nice.
Bill, I gotta ask you, where are we going to right now?
Where are we going? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what's
Oh,
the plan when
next.
we come back?
Quick question. Can you go to the right at all or not? Or are you just, is that it?
Let's find out.
There was another way to go.
Oh, okay.
Other screen.
Next, I think we're gonna mess with the bees. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, alright, let's do it, guys. When we come back, we are going to play yet more King's Quest VI, and we're probably gonna die a lot. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, Jesus, that noise is so loud. Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. What
I
a
can't
relief.
hear it quite as well because I don't think I have that hearing anymore.